What's your favorite book? Do you have more than one? There are tens of millions of titles around the world. They teach us about the past and inspire the future. From fact to fiction, there are countless stories waiting to be discovered. Gabriel Bum just published his first novel this year, Everywhere You Don't Belong.
Follows a young man on the south side of Chicago as he navigates growing up black in America.
Amazon likes it. The novel is on its Goodreads list. The story is fiction, but dives into the real-life challenges so many people are facing today, offering words to live by.
The unintentional message of this book that I didn't set out to end up with is just, the place where you belong, right, is around people that love you, right? It's less about the exact setting, and it's more about kind of the love that you experience.
A comforting message for readers looking for answers, looking for inspiration, and looking for a place to belong.
You're in the right place. We are packed with positive stories today. This is Good to Know.
Everybody got your cowboy boots on?
We have a great and unique opportunity to say, yes, let's explore what's possible.
Use your imagination.
Art brings a certain sense of life to a community that everybody needs.
And these people go, that is the best thing ever. And I'm like, you have no idea what an impact.
What I love about it is just how he brings a smile to everybody's face.
How is that possible? It makes me so emotional that something like that is taken care of and I don't have to worry about it.
Take deep breaths. We're gonna be okay.
Hey everybody, this is Good to Know. Welcome. I'm your host, Lindsay Boach. And today we have positive stories about authors, librarians, and young readers. And in our first chapter, we begin today with some authors who are showing you that you can do anything you put your mind to.
Nia Aboate is on the move, hoping to change a narrative. She's a triathlete from Milwaukee.
And it was just another step to challenge myself fitness-wise.
She's fallen in love with the sport.
It elevates your mood. Like, who can be, depressed on a sunny day? And what I like about it is because it's not just one sport, so you're using different muscles. And so what I noticed is I was staying toned.
Aboate shared her thrill of triathlons with her niece.
Hi, my name is Naya, and this is my aunt Nia. And in 2013, I was 10 years old, and I was able to experience my aunt finish her first triathlon.
What did you think about it?
I was pretty excited.
I know if she can get into the sport, she would make the podium. She's very athletic, and so I was really inspired by the possibility of getting her into the sport.
So she went looking for children's books that might inspire a young girl of color.
When I went to look to find a triathlon book, I couldn't find one, Carol. I Googled it and I couldn't find one, and I was like, how is that possible? How is that possible?
So Nia decided to write her own book to reach kids of all races.
The book was a way to give people an opportunity to see some of the activity and expose them to it.
The book is called I Am a Triathlete. It was made available with the help of a Kickstarter campaign.
What message would you like to give people out there who are sitting on the couch right now?
Do a walk around the block. Just start with a walk around the block. Just start from, if you're down at the lakefront running from pole to pole, if you're not really a runner. If you're not a swimmer, just start with putting your toe in the water down at the lakefront and going up to your waist. All of those things are free. That doesn't cost you any money. It just takes a little motivation to get you out of the house.
So far, the book has been a success. Nia credits much of that to her great illustrator.
Adriel is really a talent. He helped to bring my story to life.
Nia reminds us that triathletes come in all shapes and sizes, and if you're not a swimmer, please note, Neither was Nia.
Look here, I knew how to float on my back. And they told me the distance, and I was like, I can do that. I can float on my back for a half a mile, no problem. They have swim angels that will swim behind you, and in some cases, you know, give you a flotation device, but not all. I had one of the swim angels who swam up, you know, she saw me struggling, and she said, you need some help? You need this flotation? And I said, no. I said, I just need you to swim behind me so that no one swims over me.
Okay, I'm amazed at what Nia has accomplished. These are pictures from her first triathlon. I quickly see how this effervescent personality stays on track even with several interruptions during our interview.
We got another truck coming.
Oh, that's a better there.
And they're waving. Usually I go like this to get them the hunk.
Nia has helped coordinate groups like Black Girls Run and Black Girls Do Bike. She shares there are different levels of triathlons where you work your way up.
Often there's this perception that you have to do the Iron Man one, right? The one that has the longest distance. But I started doing Iron Girl, which is a sprint triathlon.
And seeing her spirit and charm, I can't help but be touched by her can-do attitude. Nia Aboate changing the narrative, writing new chapters to help young people get up and running and discover their power within.
I would say my purpose is to continue to encourage those that don't see themselves in books. Now you see yourself in this book. The potential is there. I would say that would be my purpose.
Taking center stage in the new book, You Can Do So Many Things, is little Flynn, a lover of horses and a girl with a mobility impairment.
We all may think that we're trying to protect our kids from disappointment and from failure by saying, you're not going to do this or that, but we're also lowering those expectations. So I want this book to represent possibility.
Kathy Shepard-Jones says she based the book's central themes around her own experiences.
When I first started my time with horses, you know, the expectations of people around me weren't necessarily very high because they had not seen a wheelchair user necessarily being successful.
The story takes Flynn through several career paths in the horse industry, showing her she can still work with animals even if she doesn't become a jockey. Shepard-Jones says she wants kids of all backgrounds to know they can find work doing the things they love, even if it's not in the ways they think.
It's going to be our littlest Kentuckians who are building inclusive communities of the future. And as families rallying around them, we have a great and unique opportunity to say, yes, let's explore what's possible.
The book is available online, in paperback, and via audiobook.
Chapter 2. A Florida mom shows us how stories can help bring us comfort when we need it the most.
It's been a childhood favorite in the Hinson house.
Miss Raccoon took Chester's left hand.
The story of the kissing hand.
It's about a mother kissing her child's hand and being able to take that with them to school.
So when William and Knox recently felt nervous at school, it brought Emily right back.
I was just thinking one day how I could make that better for them, and I remembered the book.
She decided to make them a bracelet, something they could touch, look at, and feel her love with them.
That's what we say in our family, is never give up, no matter how hard things get. So I made their bracelets that said NGU, and it stood for Never Give Up.
That little encouragement became far-reaching. Emily has now created more than 300. Heidi Traub wears a K, made by Emily for Cameron, her brother, who died almost a year ago after a heart attack while diving in the Keys with his family.
I find myself just looking down, and it just gives you this little, you find yourself smiling a little bit and just remembering and going, oh, I miss you.
Each one she beads comes with a different story.
Somebody who lost a dog, somebody who can't see their grandparents in a nursing home right now, all different stories. Maybe somebody that's recovering from a cancer.
The joy something so simple has brought so many is immeasurable, but perhaps most evident in messages Emily has gotten like this.
I have to tell you, when I was on the phone with my mom tonight, she said, "You wouldn't believe this beautiful bracelet I am wearing."
Then I said, yeah, my friend Emily made it for you. And she said, oh, please send me her address. I need to write her a thank you for this. She went on and on, talking about the perfect colors and maybe one day you could teach her. Before her attention moved to her bracelets, she was close to tears because she was so confused why she couldn't see us. Thank you, my sweet friend. Thank you.
Like this one says breathe. I think during this time, we all wearing masks and stuff, we all need a reminder, take deep breaths, and that we're gonna be okay.
A daily reminder made with love, wrapping hundreds of wrists with a special touch.
Now he knew his mother would go with him wherever he went.
We have so many more stories in our library today, including a limo that's getting kids to read. It's good to know.